was being discussed, but no decision over there. Why so?
Yes, no decision on it. No.
Okay, 175.
Ma'am, Shubham here from the print. Ma'am, what was the rationale given by the states, and especially the letter that came to you, on why there should be a deferment on this, on GST on textiles to 12%?
Well, the letter per se didn't have any rationale except for saying that it may not be the best time to do it now. Industry is in difficulty, and fairly generic. The industry, while representing inter alia, felt that there could be a temptation not to come into the system, meaning into the formalized system, and the immediate pressure could mean that many of them would go into informal ways of doing business, and please, it may not be possible now to do it. That was one of the things which, and also the second was it would burden the lower end of the buyers. Whilst that wasn't the intent. That wasn't the intent, and it wasn't decided by any one person. It wasn't decided by any one minister, nor was it decided alone by any one minister, nor was it decided by one sitting of the council. Several sitting of the council, several aspects of what governs inversion, and several consideration, honestly, even that consideration, that would it hurt the end consumer, were all in detail discussed. And detail discussed each sitting, as I said. And at no point in time did anyone question the arguments of what an inversion does to the tax structure. Not at any one point in time in any one of the several sittings was there this question that no, the arguments being put forward are not valid. Actually, the inversion is not hurting revenue, and the inversion is actually incentivizing any one particular section or anything of that kind. So the reason why I'm elaborating this in the reply to your question is, there is a complete consensus that inversion hurts everybody. However, that one particular layer within the entire value chain of the textile may end up having some of its items becoming slightly more expensive. When the details actually have been discussed, as it prevails now, the inversion gets corrected if there was to be a rate, let us say, of 7 to 8%. The GST structure gives you only a 5% or a 12% or an 18% or a 28%. Some exceptional one or two categories would have 1 or 2% down, which is just exclusive to them. In this, the understanding the rationale which goes into the mathematics of it clearly identifies, and even there is a sense that if there were to be a rate which is 7 or 8%, you would probably correct the imbalance or the inversion. However, these are nitty-gritties and these are details of the whole thing. The overriding push was probably because a certain segment of the industry felt it would immediately cause an increase in the price. And there's no arguing, if that's the case, we'll have to. And that is why it has gone back to the committee to actually do more in-depth study and come and present it to the council all over again.
Number 90.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Shishir here from Hindu Business Line. I'm just taking forward what Timsi asked about the footwear sector. There is the same problem. The prices will go up of most of the products which are below 1,000 rupees prices. So even there the problem persists like the textile industry. And my second question is that
So what's the question there?
the question is that why footwear has been spared. I mean,
That's all right. I've answered that. Go to the second, please.
second question is that GM, which you have said that will submit two reports, one on textiles specifically and then the entire rate rationalization, or that will be part of the whole?
That will be part of the whole. That is what I said. The council decided that in reviewing many things that they would add this also into what they are doing.
125.
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Ruchi Bhatia. Some of the states have also asked for extension of compensation beyond 2022. This has been something that has been talked about for a very long time. But given the fact that we are seeing the GST revenues pretty healthy, do you see the need for increasing compensation beyond 2022? And also any impact of Omicron variant of the virus that you see on the revenue collections in the coming months?
Yes, you're right. Some of the ministers today, whilst admitting that that is not the agenda, also mentioned about it. We've heard them. That wasn't the agenda, so there wasn't any response from our side on that. There wasn't any discussion on the Omicron.
78.
Ma'am, Girish from MIT, my question is also related to compensation. Is there any chance or likelihood of council looking at or considering the proposal for or request for further extension of the compensation, ma'am?
Compensation? What is, your voice is not clear, can you repeat?
Sorry, ma'am, Girish from Mint. My question is also about GST compensation. At least, is there any chance of it being discussed in the council going forward, ma'am?
At the moment, I have nothing before me.
Okay, 79.
मैम शैलेश यादव हूँ मैं A9 न्यूज़ एजेंसी से। मैम कन्नौज और कानपुर में अभी छापे चल रहे थे जिसमें DGGI ने करीब 200 करोड़ का कैश पकड़ा हुआ है, तो उसकी छानबीन कहाँ तक पहुँची कि वो पैसा किसका है, कुछ पता चला है ऐसा क्या, और कितने की टैक्स चोरी हुई है? और आज जो है एक MLC के यहाँ जो है छापे चल रहे हैं इनकम टैक्स ने करे हुए हैं, उसमें क्या जानकारी निकल के सामने आ रही है?
इमरजेंसी GST काउंसिल टेक्सटाइल के ऊपर था।
मैम टेक्सटाइल में सब बोल ही दिया आपने।
वो पहले होने दीजिए, मैं जवाब देती हूँ, मगर ये पहले होने दीजिए।
Yeah, number 11.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. Sapna here from